Alrighty. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I know some of you couldn't pop on tonight, and that's totally fine. So we're going to record this. So I'm so excited to pop on with Darla. And my name is Megan Goff. If you don't know who I am, I know some of you probably listening to this are sweet friends or you're from Oakland. So we kind of like know each other. But I'll just share my plexus story because 5.5 years ago, I was to the point in my health where I was willing to try stuff, right? Actually, more like 7 years ago, I was in the midst of a health crisis, and I heard from multiple friends about plexus, but I thought it was for diabetics, and I thought it was for weight loss. And I was in a moldy house that caused a whole myriad of health symptoms, everything from like I was scarily skinny and could not gain weight. My gut health was a wreck. I was reacting to so many foods. I had anxiety at the wazoo. I had like weird like hormone and infertility issues. Just kind of ran the gamut. I was tired all the time. It kind of felt like that early pregnancy sickness, except I wasn't pregnant. And so I was going from doctor to doctor trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Long story short, we found out it was mold, and I was reacting to tons and tons of food. So my gut health was a wreck, and my immune system was shot. So I started a process of recovering, and along that, like in that 2.5 year time period, I heard about plexus multiple times, but I was like, no way, this for weight loss and for diabetics, not for me. And it wasn't until multiple like personal friends of mine started saying, actually, it's gut health. It's like totally what you would track with. It's health and wellness, reducing inflammation, blood sugar balance, all the things. And so it was a while later, months and months later, that I kind of like was like, oh, well, maybe I should go ahead and try that. So I was up to a certain place in my health. I'd worked with a naturopath, and I was a supplement person even before I got sick from the mold. But my naturopath really taught me the value of supplements because we were able to bring an autoimmune thyroid issue into remission using supplementation and like overhauling my diet, which was healthy even leading up to that. But I just had to cut out a lot of foods that I was reacting to. So the big inflammatory ones, dairy, gluten. I had to get off eggs. I was already off processed foods and sugars anyways, but I had to like really be strict about it to help myself heal. And so long story short, I started Plexus Valentine's Day of 2015. What I appreciated about the products that I started on was that it was addressing not just gut health, but also blood sugar. But my blood sugar was bottoming out. Like I was having trouble keeping it steady, right? And I was feeling shaky and tight. I don't know. I felt bad because my blood sugar was just so unstable. And so that affects your sleep, it affects your mood, that affects how you feel every day, right? And so I started 3 products, and it was a combo called the Triplex, which is basically like the cornerstone combo that Plexus provides for people, and that I've actually been able to help a lot of people start on because it provides the foundation, right? It's all about body balance. It's all about bringing the body back into homeostasis. So the 4 main things that Plexus addresses are gut health, blood sugar balance, reducing inflammation, and nutrient absorption. And those are the 4 things that really tie into when those 4 things are out of balance, or even one of those 4 things is out of balance. A lot of times what will happen is you'll start popping up with these funny symptoms, right? And a lot of times we don't even think of anything like of the symptom, like, oh, I deal with constipation, or oh, yeah, I have toenail fungus. Well, we don't really connect that, oh, that's like a warning light in our body that something is not quite right? And so I just really appreciate that Plexus addresses those things. And in my first week, I noticed an uptick in my energy, better mood, and less sugar cravings. And sugar cravings was something I had dealt with since I was a kid. Like I just craved sugar, and I could never figure out why. Every New Year's, I would put on my New Year's resolutions, eat less sugar. I was like, why can I not get control of this? Like self-control, I should be able to like mind over matter, right? But what I did not realize was that my gut was such a wreck that I had an overgrowth of what we call candida yeast. It's a yeast that God had put in our bodies to decompose us when we die, and it should be in a balance. It should be in balance, not like completely overtaking our gut health, right? And so a lot of contributing factors can lead to an overgrowth of candida, but basically the standard American diet, overuse of pharmaceutical meds, a lot of birth control, a lot of antibiotics, any of those things, or an environmental trigger, like mold. For me, there was mold. Different things can like trigger us, right, into a health storm or a health crisis, or maybe not. Maybe you're someone that's already healthy and is just wanting to maintain your good health, and you know that supplementation is a healthy part of that, right? It's part of your grocery budget. It's just part of what you do to stay healthy, right? So I just really appreciate that Plexus addresses those key areas of our health. And I will also say that I'd like to break the products down into three areas, three categories. So I have gut health and immunity. We have weight management and energy, and then we have skincare. And so I'm going to go over those products in just a second, but I'm going to actually have Darla unmute because I would love for her to share what she's noticed so far with the products that she's been taking. Darla, I just asked to unmute you. You can unmute yourself if you want. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you tell your friends and family what you're taking currently and what you're noticing so far, even if they're teeny tiny little wins that you've noticed.
Okay. I am on the triplex, and I'm on the weight loss or weight management, is it?
Yep.
Pink drink. And then I also take ease and nerve. And the big thing I'm noticing is I'm sleeping and I do have energy. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when Megan and I talked about it, she said it could take 3 to 6 months for it to get deep down to that inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm patiently waiting, hoping that it's going to help the pain. And my goal is to get off a lot of my meds. So I'm impressed with what I have seen so far. And even though my thyroid is whacked out, and normally when it's that high, you would be gaining weight, I have lost 12 pounds.
Wow,
So
I didn't realize that.
that's impressive.
Oh. Are you noticing a difference in your cravings?
Yes, I am.
Or how much?
The other night, I've been craving water.
Okay.
I've been craving water and vegetables.
That's
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Well, and this is what I tell people is the commitment to consistency is so key when you're doing anything for your health, right? Whether it's I'm going to start exercising or I'm going to start, incorporating healthier foods into my diet, or I'm going to start supplements. Like, we have to stay consistent with those things, and it's the consistency over time where we'll see the results. It's funny to me when people tell me, oh, I added, 5 days worth of veggies to my diet. Like, for 5 days I've been consistent eating vegetables and I haven't seen the smell move. So when, we kind of talk about that, but sometimes we expect to see like a miracle overnight, and it's more of like, every single day we have to be consistent with whatever habit that we're seeking to add into our lifestyle, right? So that's awesome. So I'm just going to go really quickly into the products just to kind of explain a little bit more, and hopefully I'll hit on answering questions that people may have. But the basic thing is that the products are high quality supplements that help bring the body back into balance. And so basically bringing it back into homeostasis. And so that's through getting the gut healthy, reducing inflammation, increasing nutrient absorption, and then balancing blood sugar. And when you balance blood sugar, there's a lot of times people notice an uptick in their energy, better mood, less cravings, and also insulin is your master hormone. And when you start to balance that, a lot of the other hormones start to balance as well. So we have people that have had crazy, amazing health testimonies. I mean, personal friends of mine that like don't have PMS anymore. Like, I'm one of those people. I used to have that, bad hormonal stuff throughout the month, and I've noticed way less symptoms with that. Just more balanced in general, mood, all of the things. I just had my 7th baby 6 weeks ago, and I feel great postpartum. I mean, I'm not saying everything's perfect, but like my mood, just feeling more balanced overall has been so helpful. So the triplex is something that Darla mentioned, and I will just say really quickly, it is a combo of 3 products. So we have the pink drink, and it's either one of these two. So I'm showing them here so you guys can see them. One is a smaller stick. That one's in the microbiome slim. That one's specifically for gut health. The larger stick pack is the hunger control slim. So you basically select one of these for your triplex combo. The difference between the two, there's a flavor difference. So the one for gut health is watermelon flavor. The one for weight loss is blood orange flavor, but they're both pink because of beetroots. They both have sweetened with stevia, so it's not going to like raise your blood sugar or anything like that. It's delicious. It's a drink pack. You basically mix it in 8 ounces of water or a little bit more and ice. I like to add fresh lemon to mine. Shake it up, drink it once a day. You can do it before your biggest meal if you want weight loss. You can do it first thing in the morning. You can do it mid-afternoon when you feel like eating a snack. You can drink your slim instead. And it's called slim, but I really view it as a body balancer. Helps to regulate and balance blood sugar. And when you do that, there's a whole lot of things that start to balance. And so, yeah, that's the basic gist. This one actually has more fiber in it. And what I tell people is, if you're not sure which one to start with because you need boosting gut health and you need to lose weight, I just tell people start with one and then next month try the other one. See which one you love the best. I drink both of them. I actually like to mix them with the other drink pack. I don't know if I have it in here. Called Active, and it's Plexus's clean energy drink supplement. Yeah, and I don't have a stick pack in here, probably because I keep snagging it from my little jar here. But that's the pink drink. And then the Probio 5 and the BioCleanse. These are the 2 gut health supplements. This one it's a probiotic. I call it the Superman probiotic because it has enzymes and an antifungal. And those enzymes break down candida in the gut. So the cool thing is that, yes, it has your probiotic strains, but the reason it's so effective is because it has those enzymes that break the candida down. And a lot of people have too much candida in their gut. And that's why it's so awesome. When I started Plexus, I was like, why is this so awesome? It's like a fraction of the CFU count that I'm using through my naturopath, and it's also like a fourth of the price. Like, what's up with it? Like, why are people having such huge results? And I really think it's because of the enzyme blend. Also, quick story, my son Benjamin was 4 when I started Plexus. I put all of my kids on Probio 5 my second month of using the products, and I just gave them 1 capsule of Probio 5 every night because I'm like, gut health, that's where it's at, right? It's where most of our immune system's housed. We need to heal from all this mold, so I'm going to give them one of these. His eczema vanished within 1 month of using Probio 5. And at that point, that's when I knew that I needed to start to talk about the products because something clicked into my brain of, okay, there's a lot of health issues linked back to the gut. And it's kind of my jam now to just talk about it because it's so important. What's going on or not going on in your gut really is going to impact everything. Go research the gut brain connection. Go research even like anxiety and depression. It's linked. They're finding there's a lot of links back to gut health and what strains are not present in your gut. Also, he's now 9 and he's not had eczema since. So testament to a little Probio 5 there. And then BioCleanse is the oxygenated magnesium. These two work like a married couple. And this is like the scrubber, this is the sweeper. And so I encourage people to start with 1, slowly work up to 4. I will say though, some people cannot handle massive amounts of magnesium. Other people need a lot of magnesium. It just helps your bowels, work properly. And I always tell people, God made our bodies to eliminate toxins, and we do that through poop, pee, sweat. And if we're not doing that, our body is retaining toxins. We don't want that. So if you're constipated, or even if food is running through you, if you swing towards one extreme or the other, neither of those is normal. And so these help normalize your gut health and help you feel good. So that's gut health. The next category is weight loss management and energy. And I'll just say a lot of our combo packs, like our bigger combo packs, include the triplex plus a couple of extra products for weight loss and energy. And so I don't have the Active stick pack in here, but just pretend I do, because Active is the clean energy drink supplement. Justin drinks it as a post-workout. I like to drink it more for adrenal health and for brain function because it has specific ingredients that help reduce inflammation. You can go research nitric oxide. Great for brain health, great for adrenals. There's turmeric. There's like a vegetable fruit combo in there also. That's awesome. And then we have the lean shakes. those are great. You just mix them into your shaker bottle full of almond milk or coconut milk, quick meal on the go, snack size or meal replacement size. And a lot of people that need weight loss will start to do 1 or 2 shakes a day and see movement in the scale and also have their clothes fit. And this little gem called MetaBurn is part of the Renew You combo. I should actually probably pull it up here for you guys so you can see it. But the cool thing about this one is that it's basically, it helps metabolism. So it helps support fat burning, helps support energy and metabolism. There's specific herbs in here that support, they're called adaptogenic herbs. So it helps support healthy mood, healthy hormones. And a lot of people with thyroid issues find that this helps them a bunch. So also I have a friend that said she really noticed a difference in her visceral fat, like it burning that for her. So cool. If you're wanting weight loss, check out some of our weight loss combos. And then lastly, I'm just going to mention really quickly Joyum Skincare and our collagen. And so these come in a combo with like the triplex or with the slim. You can get those if you're someone that loves having healthy skin, less fine lines and wrinkles. I always tell people plexus helps from the inside out. And so I'm a big proponent of, healing your gut, all that, because what's going on in your gut will definitely show through on your skin, like in Benjamin's case, with his eczema. But also it's nice to have some skincare products where you put it on topically. And that's what Joyum is. It's non-fussy, super simple. It's an AM serum and a PM serum. And then the cool thing is that Plexus helps to revamp not just the gut microbiome, but the skin microbiome, basically the little ecosystem that's happening on your skin. These are consciously clean, cruelty-free skincare. It adheres to European standards in light of the ingredients, and so it's even more stringent and strict and clean than American guidelines. So that's super cool. So if you want glowing, moisturized skin that has less fine lines and wrinkles, you should try this. And honestly, I'm just going to give a little plug for this because my mom seriously has been using Joyum consistently. I don't remember for how long, probably, I don't know, months, maybe over a year probably. And she has collagen. She's not as consistent with this, but she's like, I have so many people stopping me and asking me what I'm doing with my skin. She's like, the one thing I can say I've been consistent with is the Joyum. So anyways, she loves. So if you know my mom and you start to talk to her about Plexus or the skincare, she'll totally tell you to try the Joyum. So that's that. I did want to talk about a couple other quick little add-on products and also talk about kids really quick because I know some of you had those questions. I actually don't think I have a bottle of Ease in here. I have my little product drawer. But Ease is an add-on product that I highly recommend. That's one of the products that Darla is taking for her pain and inflammation. But the cool thing about Ease is it has a really high-powered omega that helps your body produce its own anti-inflammatories. It's called the green-lipped mussel. You can go research it if you're a research person. But there's also a couple of enzymes that help break down protein in your bloodstream. A lot of times we have like wonky gut health, and those little proteins like just sneak into our gut or into our joints and cause inflammation, right? And so a lot of times I will have people actually start the triplex combo with the Ease because it essentially like beats systemic inflammation in the blood. And I had a friend mention to me that a lot of the people that she helps get started, she always tells them to grab up at least one bottle of Ease with their triplex, and hardly any of them have detox symptoms. So I just thought that was interesting about the Ease. And I will just say for myself personally, I actually ran out of the Mega X Omega. I always take this plant-based Omega that Plexus has because omegas are so important. My naturopath also told me, actually, she's like, unless you want your symptoms to return from all that autoimmune junk that you were dealing with, you need to make sure you stay on a quality multivitamin, a good probiotic, and a good omega. And so I had that in my brain. So I've been using Mega X for a long time, but I ran out of it right before I had the baby. And so I've been using Ease because it is a high-powered omega. And I have had so much less pain postpartum. So I don't know, maybe none of you are in your childbearing years, but like nursing has always been really painful for me. Just postpartum recovery after having a VBAC. Just my recovery in general was so much better. And I was like, it's not hurting as bad as it usually typically does. And I didn't connect like, hello, I bet it is because I was taking Ease. So all that to say, reducing inflammation. even reducing inflammation in your face, less puff, and then just pain in general in your body. Anyways, I'm so thankful that I have some good supplements to help support my body system as I'm healing from something like childbirth. Okay, another add-on I'm just going to mention to you. If you're looking like at the triplex combo and you're like, well, I'd like to add in at least a multivitamin, this little gem, there's actually 2 different versions of this. So this is the original X Factor. It's what I take. It has a higher amount of aloe in it, and it's simpler. So some people want a simpler multivitamin. The X Factor Plus is actually it's a multivitamin plus a multimineral. So just FYI, if you want a vitamin to add to your regimen, this one's awesome. I feel like my connection's unstable. Can you still hear me? Hopefully you can. Okay, and then lastly, I'm just going to talk about the kids' products really quickly. So Plexus has a children's line. And this is the Mega Kids Microbiome. It's a little drink stick that you add into water. It's a DHA supplement that helps support healthy brain and cognitive development. So some great ingredients in here. This is the kids chewable, and this has a probiotic combined with the multivitamin. So awesome. My kids love those. And a lot of moms that have kiddos that they want to boost their immune systems. It's great for that. We have children that have, bigger issues going on. Like some children are dealing with autism. They're dealing with ADD and some of those more behavioral type issues. And I have personal friends that have seen great results with their children using various Plexus products. So if you have a kid that you feel like could benefit from a boost in gut health, one of our children, after we had all the mold issues, we put him on a reduced dose of the triplex, and it made a difference for him behaviorally with a lot of stuff that he had going on in his body. So just as an FYI, you can give the products to your children. You just need to research, you need to maybe consider reducing the dosages depending on how big they are. Let's talk really quickly about high blood pressure. I have a friend of mine that used the triplex and was able to come off blood pressure meds. So I think the reason being for that would be just helping your body balance and be healthier. Also, a lot of times when you're under stress, your blood sugar and your blood pressure raise. And so even creating less stress on your body and helping your body crave the right things. So getting rid of the candida, wanting to drink more water, like Darla was mentioning, she's wanting to eat more vegetables and eat healthier food. So sometimes it's like this little snowball effect with side benefits that you didn't realize would happen. So for high blood pressure, I recommend the triplex and the Mega X. This one's good for the heart. Also, with high blood pressure, I would say maybe there's weight involved. So pretty much with a lot of different health issues, if you lose weight, you're going to notice a difference in the achiness of your joints. You're going to notice a difference in your blood pressure, your blood sugar, all of those things. So anyways, multifaceted kind of way that the Plexus products work on those specific health symptoms. We did talk about ease. Darla, was there anything else that you wanted me to cover really quickly before we pop off, or any questions that you thought of as I was chatting?
No questions that I thought of, and I think you've done an excellent job of covering everything.
Well, yeah, and I think the cool thing is sometimes when we chat about the products, or we chat about different people's health testimonies with the products, you start to think of like, oh, I wonder if so-and-so could benefit from this, because they struggle with, IBS or diverticulitis or fibromyalgia or MS or like any myriad. We have people on our team that don't have symptoms from Lyme disease anymore. And so there's just a lot of different things that the products can address for people. And it's because it goes back to the root, right? You're reducing inflammation, you're helping the gut heal. So it's not like Plexus is curing anything. I always tell people, like, it's not a magic pill. You have to be consistent with it. I would not ever say that it, cures, heals, treats any sort of disease. But the thing it does do is help your body it helps your body basically go back to the way God created it. Like, God intended our bodies to be able to heal themselves. And so I think that the products just help our bodies get back into homeostasis, get back into balance. And so that we can heal easier. So our immune systems are functioning like they should. So Yeah, that's the basic gist. If you guys have specific questions, Darla can put me in a little three-way message with any of you, or I can chat with you on the phone too. It's always, sometimes easier to chat on the phone, but I'm an open book. My husband, I didn't really go into Justin's health testimony, but he has lost 20 pounds. He's lost the pain in his joints. He doesn't drink pots of coffee every day. He doesn't need naps anymore. And he's regular with his gut health. And he doesn't have bowel issues that he used to have. So the products have really blessed our family, and we feel privileged, and we're totally happy and thankful and grateful to be able to share what's helped us so that it can help other people. Darla, do you have any other quick thoughts that you want to pipe in?
Well, I did think of a question. How does it, I've seen the testimonies of people who now don't have migraines. What product is it that helps with the migraines?
I usually put people on the triplex combo. So that's the Pink Drink, BioCleanse, ProBio 5.
Okay.
So I have a lady that actually came to my house in February. She was a nurse that came to do my blood work for insurance. And we got to talking about health and wellness, and she was talking about her migraines. I'm like, have you ever heard of Plexus? Like, maybe you should try that. She's like, actually, I have. And so anyways, I helped her get started on the products through a friend that she had chatted with. And she is now 200 plus days migraine free. And she's like, I cannot get over this. This is crazy. But she does
Wow.
the those are the little combo that she uses to help with that. And I have a friend, Chelsea, who's migraine free also. And I just started a new friend who has, like, this time of year, she'll have like a constant migraine for 6 weeks, like every day. And Sunday when I saw her, she said that she was on day 3 of no migraine. So the products are helping her. And she said that she's dropped 5 pounds also. She's like, side benefit. So that's kind of cool.
Yes, very cool.
But it has to do, the reason why is because it helps your body reduce the inflammation. And a lot of times when people are craving less sugar, they're not eating inflammatory foods, and they're drinking more water. And the magnesium in the BioCleanse helps. A lot of times headaches can be linked to constipation. Even if people don't think that they're constipated, if you're not going to the bathroom at least 1 to 3 times a day, like number 2, they're not going to the bathroom enough and eliminating those toxins out of their colon. So anyways, kind of cool. All the sciencey, details and information. And I think it's really cool how God created our bodies, and so thankful for healthy supplements.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, we'll pop off, and I will get this uploaded so that you can share it with your peeps that were wanting to be on.
Okay, thank you so much, Megan.
You're welcome. You have a great night, Darla.
Okay, you too.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye.